Hello and welcome back to another devlog. In this devlog we have a lot to talk about. To begin with, we now have a startup menu system where you can select new run or quit the game. The visual idea that we've got for the main menu is to have a cool interactive cockpit with some ship ambience and some sound effects to tie it all together. Then, when you select a new run, it will take you to our next interactive menu section, which would be the weapon selection. In this section, you'll be greeted with a door opening animation, and this is where you'll pick your first weapon. At the moment, you can only select the assault rifle, but we have a cool idea of how we can implement the player's weapon, so bear with us on that. We have also added a dash function to a player character to give you advantage when enemies are chasing and shooting you. We now have a basic run for our roguelike on our first planet, where defeating a certain amount of enemy waves will activate the portal for you to move on to the next section. If you die at any part of your run, you'll be greeted with a death screen and your run will start again. Let's talk about the enemies that we have so far in the game. We now have 3 different types of enemies. Our first one is a melee enemy that will chase and attack you. Our second one is a ranged enemy that will fire at you from a distance. And the last enemy that we have is the mortar enemy, which will either immobilize you for a few seconds or fire off a shell that will slowly do damage if you stay in an area it's hit. We also have elite versions of these enemies that we will add into the waves as you progress through the sections, just to make it that more interesting for you. When you finally make your way through all the sections, you will now arrive at the main boss room for Planet 1. In this boss section has 3 stages. Stage 1 is where you'll shoot the boss until it sinks into the ground while you invade a swarm of enemies that's constantly chasing and attacking you. In the second stage, you'll now be faced with turrets that start to circle around you and shoot. But if you thought that wasn't difficult enough, you will also have to deal with the floor now causing you damage when you see it light up. In the third and final section, the boss will rise up from the middle of the room and it will start to spin around in 2 different directions to try and kill you. But what's the name of our game, you ask? Well, the name we have called our roguelike is Tracer, or the Welsh way of saying it is Trysa, which is the Welsh word for treasure. And that leads us to what the story of Tracer is about. You play as Kai, an ambitious yet inexperienced Welsh adventurer, driven by legends and myths of Druid treasure. Kai's journey begins on a desolate lunar planet, dominated by ruthless interstellar mining. The relentless excavations are overseen by an advanced AI entity named Arian Rod, and it was designed to protect and control operations on the planet. After discovering that the AI also safeguards the first relic fragment, Kai must outwit and defeat Arian Rod, which kicks off a revelation of 4 other worlds, each holding their own mysteries and guarded relics. Now, for the final section, let's talk about the art direction of Tracer. We have decided to go with more of a cartoon style for our look of the game, with inspiration from games like Ratchet and Clank, as we thought it'd be a cool look and atmosphere to fit our game. If you did enjoy this devlog, it'd be great if you could give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think of the devlog in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.